Hello everybody, this is Magic the Hedgehog here, and welcome to a brand new video on tier lists. Well, Tim Maker, but who gives a damn? But guys, welcome, because today we're doing some football Premier League predictions. Now, just to say, I do apologise if this sounds very weird. I have a fan in the background. Do not judge. But yeah. However, guys, I'm doing a tier list for the Premier League season because, of course, it's about to kick off, and honestly, it's time to, put them here. Now, honestly, yes, I have watched FNGs and Danny Aaron's, and honestly, the predictions quite interesting. And okay, I will be honest, Man City, yeah, but I might have a curveball. I might have a bit of an interesting one. So there is that, so be ready for that one. However, I have got the Premier League standings from last season, and in all seriousness, I've got some very interesting ones that you guys might be interested in. And so, we're going to kick off with who do I think will get relegated. So at the end of the last season, we got Leicester, Leeds, and Southampton who got relegated. The ones who were near the bottom were Everton, Nottingham Forest, and Bournemouth. West Ham was of course there on 14th, and look, I know I might sound like a copycat here, but look, I don't know in which order, but for a relegation battle, like I don't want to say West Ham is gonna get relegated, but in all seriousness, I think they're gonna be one of these two areas. Like in all seriousness, but who do I think will get a guarantee relegation? Honestly, at first, at bottom, I'm going, honestly, I don't know what to say, honestly, looking at the friendlies so far, they've drew against Frankfurt, they've lost 5-0 against Rennes, they've lost 1-0 against PSV, they've lost 2-0 against Leeds, they won a game in the friendlies, they lost against Valencia, they won against Notts County, but still though, the fact does remain, I've got this very weird feeling, Nottingham Forest will be at the back of relegation, and in all seriousness, I think in that in the relegation battle, I am very, very tempted in saying, going along with what the league results from last season have, I'm going to possibly be a bit of irritation to myself here, but I'm tempted. But here's the thing. I do have to remember there are some new teams that are here. And look, I'm sorry to be the bearer of the bad news, but look, I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. For all you Luton Town fans out there, look, I'm sorry, but even though I think this team could, honestly could, but still, my doubts on this team staying in the Prem for one season. Ugh. And look, I think this is gonna be a close one. I'm serious here. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's tremendously gonna be close. Don't kill me here, but I think Sheffield United will get relegated, and I think Everton will scrape on by with West Ham just in front. Now, look, if you're wondering, why am I saying Sheffield United will be there? Look, I just think there's a chance that Sheffield will be demoted again. They'll be relegated again. But Everton, though, I'm gonna say Sheffield United and Everton might be switched around. I haven't really heard anything really of Everton, so I really hope they're gonna do better than last season, because that was honestly a joke from Everton. That was the biggest joke I've heard from Everton. Seeing 17th, I'm just gonna tell you guys the stats here. They have won 8 games, drawn 12 games, lost 18. like, I want to point out, they scraped on by. They just scraped. Like, honestly, I think Everton went on a good enough, like, chance in the end just to guarantee him. And look, West Ham did just lose the star player Declan Rice to Arsenal. And I'll get to Arsenal and Man City later, because honestly, I think those, like, I'm already going to say it, they will be in the fight for the championship. Like, for the Premier League, I think it'll be between Man City and Arsenal. Yes, I'm saying that. And, like, you know, I think that it's going to be between those two. Now, who do I think will get, let's see, 17th, 16th, 15th, 14th, 13th. Alright, now, looking at last season, I think I might as well put this in, but honestly, look, Bournemouth, I will be honest, once again, haven't really heard much. I think Bournemouth will be around there. And look, I know I'm gonna skip one, but I've got this very strange feeling in my stomach. Like, I've got this very strange feeling that, you know, Burnley might be there. I just want to point out, Burnley is just coming back into the Premier League. They did very well in the Championship. They practically dominated. Like, if I'm right, I think they dominated the Championship. So there is that. Not expecting much, but I think 13th to 17th, probably decent amount. Like 17th, 16th, 15th, 14th. Now, who do I think will be in the next position? Honestly, I'm thinking here, looking at last season, it says Wolves got 13th. I've got this strange feeling that we'll see, like, look, this is just a flat-out guess here. Flat-out guess. I think, like, I'm trying to think, who has had big moves? Like, look, I know Tottenham missed out on the Europe. I know Chelsea missed out on Europe. And look, I honestly don't know, but I'm tempted to say this. Not being in that top 10, actually top 6, is gonna damage them. And I'm gonna say this. Wolves, I think, will be there. But, like, there's a gigantic but. Like, it's a very, very big but. Look, I know what you're gonna say. Are you serious right now? Listen, 12th place was about where they were, but I've got this very strange feeling in my stomach that we're gonna be seeing Chelsea struggle. Like, then they were not in that big league. They should be at least in top 8, or at least top 6. Chelsea in 12th place was honestly a bit of an irritation. Look, they're better than that. We all know Chelsea are better than that. And honestly, looking at, you know, last stuff here, I think here, look, just to point out, I don't really know that much about the transfers going on. I've heard on Danny Aaron's video, Tottenham's got a new goalie. Now before I actually, you know, rate Tottenham, not Brentford, before I rate Tottenham, I honestly want to see who is their players. So let's see, looking at the players, they've got Harry Kane, of course, Bayern Munich, are trying to get him, so there's that. Heung-min Son, Richarlison, Hugo Lloris, James Maddison, and obviously Maddison, I think, is a good signing. He is good. Pedro Porro, Kulusevski, some very good ones. They've also got someone called Vicario, and also they got Fraser Foster, and also they've also got Eric Dyer. I think Eric Dyer. Is Eric Dyer still with the team? Yes, he is still with the team. Okay. Yes. So there is that. Vicario. Ooh. He's goalkeeper for Tottenham. 26. And yes, this guy is new. Is he replacing Lloris first, like, full time? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, I don't really keep, like, let's see. He had one save in the game against... Oh wait, no, that was... his recent game was when Newcastle bullied Tottenham 6-1. Like, just to point out here, on the 14th of July, I just found something. A question is Hugo Lloris leaving? The Spurs captain has only a year left on his contract, and has been tipped to find a move this summer, which has now been all but confirmed with this decision announced on Friday. Like, Hugo Lloris is a decent goalkeeper, but maybe, like, I know it's going to be a bit harsh here. Hugo Lloris might not be Premier League fit, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't think he'll be, like, Prem worthy anymore. And look, I'm sorry to say this, but I just don't think so. Alright, now looking at that 11th place, I think it's going to be practically the same, but I've got a very interesting one. I think, like, this is just a full-on prediction here. Liverpool should be back. Like, Liverpool should be back. Man City should be dominant. Arsenal should also be there. Don't get me wrong, these two teams were quite decent, but honestly, I've got this very weird feeling that we're going to be seeing some things. Now, I've got this very interesting thing. Where do I think teams will go? Looking at last season, I think, looking at this, 11th, 10th, 9th, 8th, 4 more positions. And I think, look, I'm going to guarantee here, these guys, look, I'm just gonna show you guys, Man U, Tottenham, Liverpool, I don't know why these guys are there. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, like, these guys are the top ones. Like, they're not, like, these guys are definitely going to be, like, you know, around, like, from here upwards. They're gonna be a guaranteed from here upwards. Newcastle as well, which, I'll be honest, did surprise me in saying this. And, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. If the 12th, though, look, I think I'm gonna say this. This is gonna probably be thrown around in a few different areas. You can, like, swap them around. I think Crystal Palace. Look, I don't know, but I'm gonna say this. Brighton is now in Europa. That is good. But Tottenham had a bad season. So I'm gonna say Brentford. Like, Brentford stays around here. I think Fulham will use that money and they'll be in front of them. Brighton, I think, might be there as well. And do you know what? I think Crystal Palace will not reach there. Like, they will not reach that. But I think Aston Villa, if they can, at least, they will be able to reach Europa. Like, once again, that might be switched around. It all depends if Chelsea made some moves. I honestly don't know. But these guys, oh boy, I know it. Now, first of all, I can just literally just choose who is the people going to the Champions League. Top 4. Quite interesting. Alright, big prediction here. Man U have got some good signings. Tottenham, some good signings. Arsenal has Declan Rice. And I'm going to already tell you one thing. Man City, yes. Arsenal, yes. Man U is a definite yes. Because honestly, I feel they could do it. But the question is, who will be that last team? And look, I'm going to say it. I've got this feeling that Newcastle will be in the Europa League. But it will heavily depend. Now, I mean, heavily depend if Tottenham and Liverpool pull their pants up. Like, I'm not joking when I say this. Heavily depends on if these two teams pull their pants up. And I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Tottenham will get through to Champions League. Look, I know that might be biased because I'm a Danny Aaron's fan. But listen. Tottenham, I think, have made a good signing. Declan Rice. Sorry, not Declan Rice. Sorry, that's Arsenal. Have seen James Maddison. Madison's a good player. think he has a few more seasons left in him. Good player. But now the question is, who will get Champions League? Alright, number 1. Will Man U reach the knockouts? Yes. Will Tottenham reach the knockouts? Maybe. If Harry Kane can at least score goals and not miss penalties. But the question is, who will win the Champions League? Sorry, not the Champions League. Who will win the Premier League? And I think the winner will be Arsenal. Yes. Look, I know what you're going to say. I might be the only person that probably think this. I'm actually still yet to watch FNG's video all the way through. But look, my prediction, like, it's a very bold prediction. If Arsenal can keep it going for the entirety of the season, then they can win it. Now, don't get me wrong, I feel that Man City has a good team. But the thing is, I feel they still might be a bit, like, I think they might be a bit in their head, if you know what I mean. Like, don't get me wrong, Man City's team is absolutely brilliant. But just remind you, in the Shield, they lost against Arsenal on penalties. That just shows, if something like that happens again, like here's the thing. In that match, people booed at Haaland, and Haaland stuck up 3 fingers. Those 3 fingers are supposed to signal the fact that he's not letting anyone forget that they got the treble. And look, no offense to the man, but no one cares unless you get 4 of them. Or in Lacebeam's case, 5 of them! Like, in all seriousness, yes, I understand why he's making people remember. Because, yes, a treble is a big historic moment. If you get a treble, you'll count as a good team. If you count as the best team, you'll have to win the quadruple. The 4 of them. Or possibly, if you want to be an absolute show-off, win the Shield, the Super Cup, the Champions League, and the Premier League, and the FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup. Imagine if you got all of those. The Shield will be 1. The Super Cup will be 1. The Carabao and the FA Cup. The Premier League and the Champions League. That's about, if I'm right, 6 to 7 trophies in a season. If Man City do that, clap. But here's the thing. Haaland might be saying, look guys, we got 3. If you come home with all 6 to 7 trophies from the English football stuff, then you can guarantee yourself as the best team in the entire flipping England. Arsenal, they won that Shield. They won that Shield. And they did it well. And that's made everyone think, I wonder, what if there could be something interesting happening? What if Arsenal could actually win it this season? And obviously, I think Man U has a chance as well. Like probably not the Premier League. Champions League, I hope they have a chance of staying in the Champions League. Liverpool, I think it will depend on how good the team is. Like, honestly, I don't think Mo Salah can carry the team anymore. He can do well, but he needs a lot more support. Newcastle will get in the Europa League if Tottenham pulls their pants up. But honestly, though, this is my predictions. I think that you can probably twist them around a lot. Chelsea, like, it really does depend on how bad the money is. But still, guys, that is my predictions. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be reacting to this at the end of the season, and I think these predictions will go heavily out the window. But still, guys, until next time, please like and subscribe for more. Until next time, this is Magic Put the Hedgehog on the tier list. And until next time, bye-bye, and like and subscribe for more.